Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, 53, the prominent son of late Libyan ruler Muammar Gaddafi, was killed by masked armed men at his home in Zintan, southwest of Tripoli. Authorities described it as a cowardly and treacherous assassination, while calls for an urgent investigation are mounting. His death could reshape Libya's political balance amid persistent instability. Thousands of Venezuelans march in Caracas, demanding the release of President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, 1 month after U.S. forces seized them. Supporters, many waving Venezuelan flags and wearing red, marched from Plaza Venezuela, chanting, "Venezuela needs Nicolás," and holding signs accusing the United States of kidnapping the couple. Maduro's son condemns the U.S. operation as a violation of Venezuelan sovereignty, while the Bolivarian National Armed Forces support interim President Delcy Rodriguez. French police raid Elon Musk's social media platform X as prosecutors widened a year-long investigation into suspected algorithmic abuse and harmful AI outputs. Musk and former CEO Linda Yaccarino are summoned to appear on April 20th. The inquiry now includes X's AI chatbot Grok, following complaints it produced sexualized deepfakes involving minors. UK and EU authorities have also launched separate probes into Grok and X's moderation of illegal content. Musk called the investigation a political attack, while French prosecutors stressed enforcement of image rights and child protection laws amid growing tensions between European regulators and US tech firms. Nuclear talks between the United States and Iran are expected to take place in Oman on Friday, a regional diplomat said, as tensions escalate with a growing U.S. military presence in the Middle East. President Donald Trump warned that bad things could happen if negotiations fail, while Iran ruled out concessions on its ballistic missile program, calling it a red line. The talks were moved from Turkey at Iran's request, with Tehran now seeking strictly bilateral discussions with Washington. It remains unclear whether Arab states will participate. The diplomatic push comes amid confrontations at sea, including the U.S. downing of an Iranian drone near an aircraft carrier and an IRGC incident involving a U.S.-flagged tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Britain's former Prince Andrew has moved out of his Windsor residence after fresh U.S. disclosures linked him to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, a royal source confirmed. Andrew, 65, was relocated from Royal Lodge to a cottage on the Sandringham estate earlier this week, reportedly leaving under cover of darkness. The move follows the release of new Justice Department files, suggesting he remained in contact with Epstein after his conviction. Andrew has denied wrongdoing. King Charles previously stripped him of royal titles and said his sympathies lie with victims of abuse. Taiwan President Lai Ching-te warns that blocking a proposed $40 billion defense spending package could send the wrong message internationally about the island's resolve to defend itself. The opposition-controlled parliament has stalled the proposal, drawing concern from U.S. lawmakers. Senator Roger Wicker, chair of the U.S. Armed Services Committee, said he was disappointed by cuts to Taiwan's defense budget. Lai said continued delays could slow defense upgrades and lead the international community to question Taiwan's commitment to safeguarding peace in the Indo-Pacific. Pope Leo appeals to the leaders of the United States and Russia to extend the New START Treaty, the last agreement limiting strategic nuclear weapons. Speaking at the Vatican, he stressed the urgent need to prevent a renewed arms race and rising global instability. The treaty, signed in 2010, is set to expire Thursday. Russian President Vladimir Putin suggested a one-year extension in September, but U.S. President Donald Trump has not yet responded. Pope Leo called for cooperation based on trust and ethics, warning that expiration would end over 50 years of formal nuclear arms limits.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.